Howdy folks, how you doing? It's yourself coming to live from CKMS Sound FM 1.3 on the FM dial. And you're tuned in to the weekly training fandom show that broadcasts every Tuesday 12 to 2 here at CKMS Sound FM 1.3 on the FM dial. Plus on top of that, you can always hear us live through the station's website, which is www.soundfm.ca. Plus on top of that, you can hear through our Rogers television affiliate, which is 946. Plus on top of that, you can also see us on the website, which is www.thewtfshow.com. Plus on top of that, you can follow all of our crazy shenanigans on our Facebook group, which is www.thewtfshow.com/Facebook. With all that being said, as I stated before, this week, this Running Fan Show comes to you live from CKMS. And if you tune in for the very first time, we have a fantastic show that encompasses everything that's involved with gaming, comic books, movies, TV shows, and gaming stuff, and everything else in between. And all that being said, my name is Recepit, and I am the show's mega host. And of course, today we're a couple people down, which is totally fine, because they're gone. They're not here today. So basically, co-hosting with me today is 2.0. So 2.0, how you doing today?
Surviving.
Very good. Very important survival trait.
Survival trait, yep.
Yes, yes. Very good, very good. I always ask my co-host how their weekend was, and how was your weekend, good sir? Because Par and Adora are not here today to answer those crucial questions here on the Weekly Trending Fandom Show.
Crucial questions.
You're my favorite co-host, you know.
Wonderful.
There you go. Tell us your weekend.
I think Par might have been out partying all weekend.
No, he's out doing a super responsible thing this week, which is very different.
Very different. Okay.
Yes.
This weekend, what did I have?
What did you have? What did you do?
What did I do?
That's right. What did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday.
There's the mother's milk.
Well, yeah, there we go.
No endorsement from Diet Pepsi.
Friday, Saturday were both full work days.
Really?
Yep.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing. It ends up giving me a paycheck at the end of the
day. Yay, money!
Yay, money! Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Also, it was kind of quiet. A lot of people were away for the long weekend, so
yeah. This long weekend. I don't know. Is it one of the bestest long weekends that we've had in a while, or was it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, the reason I like this long weekend just a little bit more is that what's his name? The Premier of Ontario. Not what's her name, because she doesn't quite count with this.
She doesn't really count.
That's right.
I don't really...
McGinty.
Oh, McGinty.
Yeah, Mr.
McGinty, okay.
How you doing, eh? Basically, he was going around and saying, on these holidays, no stores will be open. Woo! And stuff like that. That's, cutting out any money to the local economy. That's putting us more in the crapper. So the thing is, this time around, maybe just the mad cow, but however, the bottom line is this time around, notice more stores are open. There's going to be more commerce taking place. And I think it's a very good thing. But however, that's just me.
No, definitely. It actually gave me a day to go and do some grocery shopping.
Yay! Buying food on the civic holidays. Excellent. So basically, you've been working really hard. I'm assuming the job is really working out for you?
The job's working out for me.
Cool.
It's taken a while to find a decent job that does that. So
yeah, I know, especially in this economy. It's like, hi, I'll work for $9.50 an hour. It's below minimum wage. I just want to work so I can feed myself.
The only thing I have to say is I have to feel sorry for the young gentleman that was playing music at the bar that night.
Why is that?
It was a one-man act.
Oh, really?
And he had a total crowd of...
Patrick Stewart could do it.
A total crowd of 12 people throughout the entire...
That's awesome!
For the entire night, he had 12 people.
So whose fault's that? Is it the establishment's fault? Is it his fault? Is it your fault?
I think it was the...
I don't think you're at fault.
I think it was the long weekend's fault. His fault was that he butchered Great Big Sea.
Really?
Yep.
And how bad did he butcher it?
You don't even want to know. I'm working in the kitchen. I want a baseball bat. Yep. Let's see. What else? Sunday, I started working on a cosplay. I'm actually looking at working with Eva Foam. It's kind of being a really interesting material to start working with. Kind of weird. Let's see. What I'm trying to work with right now is I'm trying to make a costume from a game that Rare made a while back called Jet Force Gemini. I really enjoyed it, and because of Rare's return to the scene with Killer Instinct, I want Rare to come back with more games. I want them to bring back a decent Perfect Dark.
Oh yeah.
A
decent Perfect Dark. I like that.
A decent
as an
Perfect
actual
Dark.
title. A decent Perfect Dark. Wonderful.
Well, the first Perfect Dark game was amazing. The second one, which was a prequel, not so good.
Okay.
I would like to see them take what they had from the original one, and then...
And what's Perfect Dark for our first-time 13-year-old listeners?
Oh, God. Okay.
Age!
Oh, God. Okay, you know those games that you find that you play currently, like Call of Duty and Halo? This game was pretty much one of the first games that started that.
Oh, I see. So without that, you wouldn't have what we have today.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
Well, like I'm sure you would have those because you still had you had Counter-Strike in that, but
and GoldenEye.
Well, GoldenEye came before Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark was them honing or perfecting.
Oh, I see.
Like they released GoldenEye first, and then they came out with Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark was fixing all the problems that they had with GoldenEye.
I see. Interesting. And what system could you play this game on?
The Nintendo 64.
Wow, that sounds so old.
That's not...
You're old. You play old games.
Hey.
Retro. We call that old.
Hey, I've still got Moon Patrol on my Atari, so.
Atari 2600.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So that was the other part of my weekend, trying to work together to work on putting together a cosplay for that one game.
You mean a costume?
No, costume, cosplay.
You're a thespian, you know the proper terminology. Cosplay.
Cosplay.
Oh my goodness.
The really difficult part for me right now is just coming up with the crazy guns.
I see.
Right now I'm looking at modifying squirt guns.
Well, you know what? I might be able to help you out with that. There's an actual guest of the show / friend of the show called Dr. Holocaust, and he's reading the whole quote-unquote cosplay aspect as well.
I see.
So the thing is, maybe if we get this stupid phone thing working, we can get him involved in one of our shows and talk about more of what to do and stuff like that. Plus,
that would be wonderful.
Actually, there's a couple of really good videos on the big cosplay, how to make props and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll try to find that on the Weekly Trading Phantom Facebook page thingy.
Wonderful.
So,
What else was there? Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. How was Sunday? Sunday
was my first day off.
Awesome.
First day off.
And what did you do on your first day off?
First day off, I had a lot of I'm going to be moving at the end of August.
Yep.
So I have to look.
This sucks. One of the reasons.
Sucks.
Oh my gosh! By the way, if you know of a cool place where 2.0 or myself or together could possibly, drop me a quick email at rcehoppe@yahoo.com. And the thing is that I'll pass it on 2.0 here. We're looking for individual units, or we're looking for maybe a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom. But basically, we're looking for individual stuff. We're looking for somewhere between a $300 and $400 price range. Everything has to be included, plus interweb. Interweb has to be included. If it's not included, don't even bother. But however, the thing is that we're two fantastic individuals. You don't smoke, I don't smoke.
Nope.
We're both level-headed, non-crackhead-ish type of individuals. Very, very key when coming in. And at the same time, he works, I work, so it's all good with that. But how about I throw the quick in there just a little bit. But anyways.
Yeah, it was a lot of house viewing. Then got to go for sushi with a couple of friends who have been out of town.
Where'd you go?
Went to the new place on at King and University.
How was that?
Excellent. I think it's an amazing place.
Very cool.
From what the waitress said, their company bought out Yee's. Yeah, which is probably why a lot of the Yee's menu is right there.
Excellent. So did they buy the whole franchise, or is that one store?
I think they bought the whole franchise.
Wow. When are they going to flip it over then? Because obviously the one at University is not called Yee's. It's called something else in Chinese or Japanese.
Well, yeah. The one that they're I don't think they're changing the name, but they're going to completely revamp the one that's up by Conestoga Mall. They're turning it into a full buffet.
A buffet.
A buffet type thing rather than just the sushi.
That's unfortunate.
We'll find
I really, really like what Yeez is doing. Because it's fresh, it's right to you, it works well, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah,
Usually with a buffet, you know, we could go to Crystal Palace right down the street for an authentic Canadian / US / Chinese cuisine.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely wonderful. But anyways, yeah. So but they're thinking about it. They're not actually going to follow through with that yet.
I know that it's being complete. Like they're doing renovations to that place right now.
Really?
Yep.
Dig it?
But we're still yet to see what's going to happen with it.
Interesting.
I do know that hopefully by the fall, so September, they're going to have at the sushi place. They're going to have iPads that you can place your order on. So instead of having to write down which piece that you want, you can actually search through.
Do you get to keep the iPad when you're done?
No, I
wish you could. To the table?
I think they're going to bolt it to the table.
That's too bad. For there, because I'll bring my crowbar and my screwdriver, and we'll pop that son of a bitch, Paul, and take it home with us. Actually, we'll use it for the radio shows. We can actually pat each other through the actual for the broadcast here.
And then Monday was another day off, which doesn't happen, having 2 days off in a row.
Yep.
And I spent most of it playing Borderlands 2.
That's cool. What is Borderlands 2?
Borderlands 2 is I think it's a glorified looting game.
Dig it.
There's a lot of shooting and a lot of guns, but most of the game is about going around and looting everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Not a bad weekend.
How was your weekend?
Yeah! So how my weekend was. Okay, how can we size this up? Friday was a complete WTF cluster.
Okay.
Complete clusterfuck. And the reason for that is that there was a fantastic convention that took place within Toronto called Atomic Lollipop.
Yep.
I've been raving and ranting about here on the actual Weekly Trending Fandom Show.
Okay.
And we couldn't get a ride down. So I had to call everyone up. No one could come through. Par was busy because I was doing his own thing, and of course Adora's doing her own thing as well. You're working, so I don't want to oppose anybody from the actual show. So I started hitting all my social contacts, nothing coming back. I'm a friend of mine, nothing coming back, nothing coming back. And on top of that, Mr. Kennedy has a friend named Dave. And Dave was a total twat for this whole weekend because he's going, oh yeah, we'll drive you, it doesn't show up, doesn't happen. So the thing is, at the same time here, there's a lot of emphasis going to this particular show. And if you're listening, Dave, screw you. I'm not bitching on my own show. No, of course not. I will never reach that level. So the thing is that, as everyone knows, I'm the CEO of EMC. So the thing is that we had a promotional table there, we had interviews lined up, everything else like that. And of course, Dave never came through, which was totally awesome. So with that in mind, that got me even more angry. So I went, social networking, fully engaged. So basically I started hitting the Kijijis, I started hitting the actual Facebooks, I started putting a video on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yep.
And 2 o'clock on Saturday morning, an old friend of mine named John drops me a line saying, hey Ron, if you need a ride, let me know, I'll do what I can. Awesome. So basically Saturday, I grabbed Kennedy, we threw him in the trunk, non-duct tape, of course.
Non-duct tape?
Because it's been good this time.
Okay.
So the thing is that we head off, we scream down to Toronto, we find Atomic Lollipop, we get there, our table's gone. Somebody took our freaking table! So the first 20 minutes we're trying to get a table lined up.
Yep.
And afterwards I talked to Elliot, the individual who runs Atomic Lollipop, set up our interviews, and he was very, very good at setting all that up on the fly. And then the only time crunch that we had is that my friend had to take off at 5 o'clock, 6, so I had to make sure that was taken care of, and it took some time for the guests to come in. But I gotta tell you folks, we got the interview from the individual who's, I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet, because if you're not paying attention to what I'm broadcasting, you deserve to be in the dark! But anyways, I'll give you a hint. He is an individual from Game of Thrones. So we got it, which was cool. So the thing is that I think I'm gonna save that little nugget to Dora comes back, because she really likes Games of Thrones, and I think playing it today would probably be a I don't want to say a dishonor, but you know,
unless she's already listening.
Hopefully in Alberta. If she's not, the thing is that everyone can access to this show. They go to www.wtfshow.com/live. You can hear us, plus on top of the station's website, which is www.soundfm.ca, and you click on the listen button, that's right there, and you can hear us live as well. So it doesn't matter if you're in the region or not. You can hear us around the world and twice over here at CKMS Sound FM. But anyways, moving forward.
Yep.
So Saturday was wonderful, and I gotta tell you, the dude that I interviewed, he's tall. Holy schnacky!
tall.
He's like 6'11" tall, and I'm 6'1". So the thing is, you see the top of my bug-eyed head peeking up around the viewfinder. But of course, you stream it live to Ustream. People can actually see what's going on through that if I haven't, locked it up by now.
Okay.
But the thing is, at the same time, all the usual suspects were there. Ninja Soul Patch was there. Dr. Holocaust was there. The rest of the guys you see at different conventions, they were all there. And on top of all that, just like last year, this was a lot of fun. A lot of kids. Like basically, where they had it, I'm going to screw this up. I apologize. Was a Japanese Cultural Center. I think that's what it's called. I'm not quite too sure on that. But however, the thing is, this is a museum to basically show off things from Japan. So the thing is that this has now completely been flipped over to a anime slash rave type like setting. So you got all these kids running all over the place.
Oh, wonderful.
Among this wonderful fine art in the background. So it was really weird to see that also taking place. Plus on top of that, they converted the parking lot into a giant Ferris wheel, a bouncy castle. They had these really tiny Nerf guns because they're trying to break the world record for the largest Nerf gun fight. I'm not quite sure if they achieved it or not, but we'll talk to Elliot. Hopefully, Elliot, if you're listening to the show, we'll get you involved with this. We'll do a live interview with you once we figure out the stupid fun thing. And we'll talk more about if you broke the world record or not. So we'll put that on hold for right there. But however, the thing is, just like last year, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I couldn't fully enjoy this particular event just because I couldn't be there for the Friday. I had to leave early Saturday. And of course, Dave, once again, you basically fell through on the Sunday. So it was like, yeah, that's just awesome. So the thing is that hopefully for next year, if we could actually get our press credentials back for next year, of course, maybe we can get a hotel room, get some sponsors, make sure everything's paid up in advance, rent a car, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to be the #1 geek show or fandom show within the Waterloo region. So we'll get all these people listening to us. So we have to be out there so we can tell our actual masses of how fantastic these events are that we get to go to. So with all that being said, later on our broadcast from Con Bravo. The funny thing, I keep going back and forth between Atomic Lollipop and Con Bravo. They're very they're different if you know how they work, but on the outside, since all these fantastic kids come together and play, they're very much similar in that aspect. So I find these both conventions to be very, very interesting because there's like a fork in the road between the two of them. Like an example with Con Bravo, they really focus on media aspect, new media, guests, and video game stuff and stuff like that. With Atomic Lollipop, they more focus on obviously pop culture, just like Con Bravo, but however they're more into the actual rave/carnival aspect of things. So they have all of the real geek stuff out there. So that's a very
wait a minute. Are you calling Con Bravo fake geek stuff?
No, I never said. Did I say that?
Well,
are you implying something? Wait a minute. Who are you?
Said
I'm the boss. You get to stand down and suck. So
you said Atomic Lollipop is the real
because I'm using the word geek as in carnival.
Okay.
That's right. Because the thing is, I usually don't use the word geek too often because of that. Because if you look at the dictionary sense of the word geek, it means an individual performer who bites the heads off of live chickens and other displays of the like. So when I hear the word geek constantly, that's what keeps going in my brain. When I say fandom, that makes a lot of sense to me because it's about the fans getting together and doing fan stuff. You're getting all fan-centric versus geek-centric and nerd-centric, blah, 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 blah.
Alright.
So that's my thing. So basically, nerds are very smart. Geeks do crazy circus things with their hands, and fans enjoy the whole plethora of events and material such as that. That's just my definition.
Okay.
So anyways, so that being said, as well as on Sunday and Monday, I too, as I said before, I'm looking for a place. So I went to this one apartment, downtown Kitchener. It's really weird because the thing is that the place I have now I didn't want to go to. I basically dragged my feet. Now I can't see myself living anywhere else. And on top of that, the place I went was half the size of my basement apartment right now. And it's crazy. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm going, wow, this is nuts. And on top of that, the guy wanted to charge me $550 for the place, and he was a little bit older. And you could tell in an interview things are just not going to click. So the thing is, me walking away from that, he knew, I knew. Plus, on top of that, it just seems to be the right fit for me. So basically, from that, I'm back in the warpath, looking for work. Plus, on top of that, also in broadcast as well. I'm looking for a part-time / full-time job. So if anyone's out there, hire me because I'm just that fantastic. Basically, you can hold me once again in my email, which is rcehoppe@yahoo.com, and I don't work for anything less than $11 an hour. So anyways, moving forward from that, so it was very, very chock full. Plus, on top of that, I found out one of my roommates is actually leaving early. So the thing is that I really think I made a good connection with my roommates, and it's very sad to see them go because they're really a good group of guys.
Yeah.
And it's been a very, very long time since I had a good group of roommates like this, because my previous roommate developed schizophrenia. And that was awesome. You could tell. Yeah, it was awesome. So, that was my weekend. So that being said, my goodness, we are fairly late into the broadcast already. So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with some more weekly trending fan of goodness. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent.